Hello and welcome to the darkened room of music conversation. I'm Chris.
And I'm Darren.
And welcome to a brand new season, Season 2 of In a Darkened Room. We thought we'd move things around a little bit, shuffle the room a bit and, change things up, put some lights up.
It looks good.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good too. Hope you like it too.
A new studio.
Yeah. For Season 2, we're going to try out, a few different things on down the road. Be sure you watch out for that. And, we thought we would start out with a nice lighthearted and fun subject this evening. We're going to talk about our guilty pleasures.
All right.
Yeah. Take a little look into our personal tastes and things that, maybe on the norm we wouldn't want to reveal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I've said this before. I don't really believe in guilty pleasures. I kind of hate that saying to some degree, but it's kind of like it's so in the consciousness of the conversation about music that it'd be like looking at a car and go, I don't like the word car, so I'm not going to call it a car anymore.
Right.
So you kind of got to roll with that. But, I've always said if I like something, I really don't give a damn if you like it or not.
Right.
But for the sake of this discussion, we were talking about this off camera. Mm-hmm. One of the criteria for me would be like if I had a bunch of friends over or I was at a party even, would I play these songs in front of people and not be embarrassed about it? If I would think twice, then I would call that a guilty pleasure for me because it's like, maybe I don't want to reveal this side of myself.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I think that's good criteria to go by.
All right.
Now, I'm certainly not ashamed to admit that I like these songs.
Me either.
Yeah, like you said, the term guilty just doesn't really apply with me in music. I love what I love.
Exactly.
So,
and I've always been that way.
Yeah. But, in normal day, if it's someone like I just met or whatever, I may not reveal these in the beginning. Like, get to know me a little better, then I'll let you know I like this stuff.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so we're going to get started on our list. We've picked 20 each. And before we do, I want to remind you, if you like this video, click the like button. Tell your friends about us, too. Click subscribe so you know that we've released new videos. And
exactly.
You'll always be in the know.
And give us suggestions, man. We read everything
Absolutely.
you post.
Drop it down in the comments, please.
Exactly.
Okay, so who's going to start out?
Why don't you kick us off?
All right, I'll start out. So we're doing 20. These are not in any particular order. So I kind of spread mine out to kind of represent some of the decades, some of the types of genres.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to start at the bottom of my list here. And number 20, for me, Exile, Kiss You All Over.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that song.
I do too, yeah. Rock, kind of a pop rock band.
At the time.
Eventually went country.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had a lot of country hits in the 90s.
In the 80s.
It was in the 80s. That's right. You are so right. They bled over into the 90s, though.
They sure did.
Yeah, so there you go. All right. That's my first pick.
All right. Well, my first pick at number 20 is Dr. Hook and Sharing the Night Together.
Oh, yeah. All right. I do love that song.
I do too, man.
And you shouldn't feel ashamed for liking it.
And I don't.
All right. My next pick is from Mr. Leo Sayer, and You Make Me Feel Like Dancing.
That's one of my honorable mentions.
Is it really?
Yeah. I love that song.
I do too. It's a
memories.
happy kind of song. Yeah.
Yeah, and somebody, I think it's Steve Gadd, one of the best drummers on earth, actually played drums on that song.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So maybe that's what made it good.
Okay.
All right, my number 19 is Nashville's very own, although a lot of people don't even know that, but she went to Maplewood High School.
Hey, yeah.
Rita Coolidge and Higher and Higher.
Your Love Is Lifting Me. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
God, I love that song.
Yeah.
All right. So my next pick, I picked this because it's a childhood memory. Mm-hmm. I loved it as a kid. I had an Atari 2600. I went to the arcades, and hearing the song now, I still love it because it reminds me of that time in my childhood.
Yeah.
It is Buckner and Garcia, Pac-Man Fever.
Okay, that would call me off guard. But, hey, I love that song.
Yeah.
And back when it was out, man, it got played to death.
Oh, yeah. It was a huge hit.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're up to 18? My number 18 is Pablo Cruz and Love Will Find a Way.
That's a great song. I almost don't consider that a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
At least in my personal taste. But, I can see how you put that on the list for sure. All right, my next one is from Mr. Neil Diamond. Now, Neil Diamond's has gained a lot of respect in the past decade or so.
Even with me.
A greater appreciation by the general public.
Sure.
But there's one in particular that is actually my favorite song, and it's one no one ever thinks of.
Yeah.
It's called September Morn.
See, I love that song.
It's a great song, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's kind of corny.
Yeah.
But it's great. It's a great song.
Nothing wrong with that, pal.
Yeah.
All right, well, up next for me is... I call him the Larry Bird of soul singing. Michael McDonald and James Ingram. Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Oh, yeah. Wow. See, I wouldn't consider that guilty either, but
right.
Oh, there you go. That's a fantastic song.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay, so my next one is in more recent times, in the last decade or so. And I cannot believe I loved this song so much to the point where I was really embarrassed to tell anybody about it. But I'm going to reveal it now.
All right.
Katy Perry, Last Friday Night.
No problems here, man.
It's pop cheese. It's corny.
It is.
But I don't know. There's a feel to that song.
Yeah.
And it makes me want to go out and party.
Well, it's so funny where you have that placed on your list, because up next for me, Taylor Swift, Shake It Off.
Now, I really don't like that song much.
I understand.
I mean, it's okay.
And I love it.
But I'm going to give it to you because I just named a Katy Perry song.
Timing's everything.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
All right. So the golden age of country in the 80s, where country didn't sound so country.
Right.
One of my favorite songs from that time is by Barbara Mandrell, Sleeping Single in a Double Bed.
Once again, I did not see that coming. I don't like that song.
I still love that song.
Back then, she was winning Entertainer of the Year
Yeah.
all the time, had her own show with her sisters. I used to watch that show.
I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's back when you had 3 channels, people.
Yeah,
so.
that was it. Yeah,
We're old.
But it was I was entertained as a kid for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And they're very talented.
Yeah, they
Very
are.
talented. All right, up next for me, once again, no apologies for this at all. Love this group. Pointer Sisters. He's so shy.
Wow, yeah. Again, I don't see that as guilty. I guess I should stop saying that because I'm not guilty about any of the things that I named. So
Yeah.
That's a great song.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Okay, so my next one is also fairly recent times. It goes back a few years, but one thing that, as I was looking over the pop list over the past couple decades, is I didn't name any of these boy bands.
Right.
I didn't name Backstreet Boys. I didn't name NSYNC.
Yeah, I hate that stuff.
I really don't like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there is one individual that came from one of those bands that went on to a solo career. I really respect now, today. Mm-hmm. And retrospectively, I went back to listen to his older solo stuff after he left the group. Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
And I really, really love Rock Your Body.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah.
That's a really good song.
But I'm not ready to openly admit that to everybody I meet.
Yeah, but he's definitely got talent.
He certainly does.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely the definition of a superstar.
Yeah.
No question about
and
that.
I believe that's the song that created the controversy at the Super Bowl.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nipplegate, as they call it.
Nipplegate. Yeah, we watched that live together.
We did, yeah.
And
we were like, did we just see...
what we think we saw?
Yeah, and sure enough, we did.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure enough, we did. All right. Up next for me is, once again, no apologies for this, Starship. Nothing's gonna stop us now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's from the same album with We Built This City, right?
No.
It's not. It's the follow-up album. Okay.
Yeah. No Protection was the name of that.
About the same era, though.
Same era.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in fact, we talked about this. I didn't realize this. Just real quick, a little tidbit here. We Built This City, #1 hit. Sarah, #1 hit. Mm-hmm. Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now. 3 in a row. That rarely happens outside the Mariah Carey world.
Yeah, unheard of.
And Elvis and Beatles and stuff like that.
Totally unheard of.
Yeah.
All right, so my next one, I'm almost embarrassed that I did include this, but because it's this list, I have to. This is probably the guiltiest song.
Okay, just get it over with, man.
Charlene, Never Been to Me.
We talked about that not too long ago. You really like that song?
Yeah.
Just childhood memory.
Childhood memory. It was on one of those K-Tel cassettes that my mom had.
I remember, yeah.
And it's a childhood memory thing. And the feel of the song is great, even though the lyrics are just horrible.
Well, I laughed at it then, and it makes me vomit now. So that's what I think about it. But hey, that's all right. It's your list, pal.
That's why it's on my list and not yours.
Exactly. I'm not sure what number we're on, but my next one is Matthew Wilder, Break My Stride.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see why that would be on your list for sure.
Yeah.
It's a great song. I love it.
Yeah.
Still love it to this day.
Me too.
All right, so now I'm going to enter the world of disco. Casey and the Sunshine Band, I remember my dad's band covering them,
Sure.
with his band so many times.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I gravitated towards the title that I thought was the funniest.
Yeah.
Shake, 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 shake your booty. And I still love that song.
I do too, man.
Yeah.
I love it. I got no issues with Casey. I think they were a marvelous band.
Oh, they were great, yeah.
And fun. And sometimes music is lighthearted and fun, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
All right, up next for me is somebody who I think is a fantastic singer. Doesn't really get enough credit, maybe, in retrospect. I don't know. Maybe she does. Olivia Newton-John, Make a Move on Me.
Hey, yeah. I thought of listing some of her stuff on here, but I don't know. I don't feel guilty about it.
And she has a lot of respect. But,
she does have a lot of respect.
But there's a lot of cheese in that catalog, man. Let me just tell you.
That's true.
I almost picked You're the One That I Want, because I do like that song. From Greece. Yeah.
Ooh.
That may be more of a guilty pleasure,
right.
but I like this song better.
Yeah. If everyone who's subscribed unsubscribes now because of that, I totally understand.
Hey, man, I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest.
So my next one, I just recently watched a documentary, I think it was on HBO, of this group, and it's a fascinating retrospective of their whole career.
Yeah.
It was the Bee Gees. How Can You Mend a Broken Heart was the name of the documentary.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. If you didn't have respect for the Bee Gees,
which I do, utmost respect,
you will after watching this documentary.
Yeah. Brilliant.
And it'll also kind of change your mind about the whole disco movement, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, the one song that I think is just sappy and sugary, but it's fantastic, is How Deep Is Your Love?
Right, that was on my list, so I've got backup, so we're good.
Okay, well, there we go.
Once again, your timing is just impeccable.
Nice.
And we have not seen each other's list.
Right.
My next one was Yvonne Elfman, If I Can't Have You.
I don't want nobody. Oh, yeah.
Did I say her name right? That doesn't sound right. Yvonne Elfman?
I think so.
We'll have to
If he's wrong, we'll put it at the bottom.
Yeah, I literally did this list in like 10 minutes off the top of my head.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure that I said her name right, because it's a great song.
It is
and they
a
had
great
their
song.
own version, but I actually like her version better.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, another one from more recent times for me. It's a group that in the beginning, when their first album or two came out, I really did like them. But in the last decade, they have put out some just garbage, in my opinion. Sorry if you like them, but I don't really like the modern day Maroon 5 anymore.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. But the one song that they did come out with that I thought was fantastic.
Does it have a one-word title?
Yes, it does, and it's Sugar.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I think that's a great song.
I'll never get tired of that one.
A lot of people criticized that song, how cheesy and corny it was, and the video especially.
Yeah.
Turns out
I like the video.
They were showing up to, weddings, supposedly surprising, the bride and groom.
Right.
It turns out we all find out later that, all but maybe two of them are prearranged.
Right.
And the bride and groom knew. So I think that was part of the backlash to the song. But
yeah.
I love the song. It was fantastic.
I got no problem with it.
There you go.
All right, let's max out that cheezo-meter with Cher and Take Me Home.
Oh, wow, really? Yeah, I thought you were going to say Believe or something like that.
No, I despise that song. Yeah, if there was one song that ruined music with that whole, auto-tune.
The vocoder thing, yeah.
Jeez.
That was kind of like one of the first that used it so prominently.
I think it was the first one that made the charts.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
She gets the credit for it, or the blame, however you want to look
credit
at it.
or blame,
but, she was not a great singer. And that was always the knock on her. I read, if you ever get a chance to read this, it's marvelous. Greg Allman wrote a book, and he was married to Cher in the 70s, made a record with her. And he even said at one point, he said, I'm glad she never really asked me what I thought about her singing, because I would have told her.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been good.
Yeah.
Would not have been a good conversation. All right, so my next one is from the 80s. I named a song by this group that I said, I'm not ashamed to say that I love Careless Whisper.
Yeah.
But there's one that's far cheesier than that. and it's Everything She Wants.
It's my favorite song right
I
now.
love that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No arguments here, pal.
Right. Yeah. And I'm not ashamed of it.
I wouldn't be either.
Yeah.
I love that song. And when I say I love it, I really love it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really good. And I really love the extended mix of it, the 12-inch.
Yeah. That's excellent.
In fact, we have a 12-inch mix playlist. I'm going to drop that in because I think I forgot to drop it in. So that'll be in that list if you want to check out that playlist.
And, of course, everything we're mentioning will be on this playlist.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. All right. Up next for me, Tina Turner and Typical Mel.
Really?
From the 80s, yep.
Oh, wow, okay. I've kind of forgotten about that one.
Yeah, it's a #1 hit.
Yeah. Oh, very nice.
Yeah, Eric Clapton on guitar.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Okay, so my next one, I remember going to...
Phil Collins on drums, sorry.
That's all right. I remember going to this little tourist complex, living in Hendersonville, growing up, Hendersonville, Tennessee. And I really, really loved this song. I loved going to that place because, the Tweety Bird from... the Warner Brothers, Looney Tunes. Yeah. That was his mascot. Yeah. But man, this guy, I'm talking about Conway Twitty.
Hell of a singer.
He does not get the credit that he deserves.
I totally agree with that.
For the monster that he was. I mean, at one point, wasn't he rivaling the Elvis and the Beatles as far as sales went?
Yeah, and
at least he was very close.
Yeah, and on the country charts, he was just a dynamo, man. Yeah, it was like '1 hit after #1. It had a lot of dirty flavored songs too.
Yeah, in fact, one of those is my favorite song.
Okay,
I'd just love to lay you down.
There you go.
And that makes my list.
Yep, and that makes me want to leave the room. All right. Let's pull it together here. Once again, pal, your timing is just crazy.
Okay, here we go.
George Michael, father figure.
Yeah. That's such a solid, excellent song.
I know, but once again, a lot of people would think that's cheesy. Come on,
I guess, yeah, I guess so. I can understand.
Yep.
Okay, so my next one is probably my second most embarrassing. This guy was a soap opera actor. I know. And he put out one song that was a ballad, Mr. Jack Wagner and All I Need.
I love that song.
Do you really?
I do.
Because everyone I have ever encountered, and that song comes up, just with hatred and venom, how much they hate that song.
Well, it's pretty clear that it is that it's basically something put together to make money. Let's throw this song in this guy's lap. He's women think he's cute or whatever. He's got this soap opera going, and there was definitely that angle that I could totally understand.
Yeah.
But I love the song. It's just typical '80s AC to me.
It really is.
Yeah, it fits right in with Sergio Mendes and all that stuff that was getting played at the time.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like it.
Cool.
All right. And this one's cheesy. I love the guy. So multi-talented. This is probably pretty close to as cheesy as he got. I can think of a couple that were worse than this one. But for some reason, I actually like this one.
Yeah.
And still like it. Phil Collins, Against All Odds.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I can't argue with that one. All right. So my next one sounds more like it belongs in a Vegas lounge. But it was a decent hit.
The Curly Shuffle.
No, not quite that style. This is far sleepier than that.
Okay.
The group was Double, and the song was Captain of Her Heart.
Yeah, and I think it's Doublé.
Is it Doublé?
I don't know.
Okay. So it belongs in some random casino in France.
That's one of my favorite songs of the 80s.
Is it really?
It really is. Yeah. I love that song.
It's fantastic.
I just love the atmosphere of it.
Yeah.
So good. All right, well, up next for me, this one may throw you for a little curveball here.
Okay.
Eddie Rabbitt and Crystal Gayle, Just You and I.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I didn't expect that to be on your list, but yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next one is probably going to be a curveball for you as well.
All right.
Never in my life did I think I would ever like a song from Mandy Moore. But this one particular song, it was from her album in 2007. It was like her third or fourth album.
Yeah.
Opening track is called Extraordinary.
Yeah.
And it's a really, really good song.
I wonder if Ryan Adams helped her with that one, because I think she was married to him at that point.
It's very possible, yeah.
And that ended really ugly, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But just the thought of being a Mandy Moore fan was like...
Yeah,
ugh.
I remember when
I couldn't believe it.
The first song I heard by her, I thought it was just terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, and I just checked out and never really checked
This song is excellent, though.
Well, good. I may have to listen to that.
There you
I'll
go.
listen to our playlist like I hope you guys do.
Yes.
All right, this one I just couldn't leave off. Come on, man. ABBA, however you want to say it. Dancing Queen.
I almost put that on my list.
I just adore that song.
Yeah, but because of the movie and the musical and all that, you know, there's
a lot of respect
a newly
there.
gained appreciation for ABBA and their music. So
Yeah,
that's
but
why
for
I left it off.
For so long, they were like the poster child.
Oh, they were.
For guilty pleasure. I
They
mean,
really were, yeah.
that was like the first band I would think of if I heard that term. You know,
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next one is I'm going to call this kind of alternative nerd rock.
Okay.
They did have a hit a couple albums after this called Birdhouse in Your Soul. But the first song that I ever saw by them on MTV, and I still love to this day, is Anna Ing by They Might Be Giants.
That's a good choice, man.
Yeah.
That's a good choice.
And I do feel a little guilty about it, but I can't help it. I love it.
All right, so
I'm not ashamed.
I got to pick a replacement for this because my next one was going to be the Bee Gees, but you had already taken that one from me.
Okay, all right.
So I'm going to go with Elton John and Kiki D, Don't Go Breaking My Heart.
Oh, wow. Now, yeah, I understand that. Yeah, but it's a great song.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. All right, so I toiled a little bit over which song to pick by this group. I really love their entire catalog. And that in itself is a guilty pleasure for me. It's Air Supply.
See, I love them too.
Yeah, but my favorite song by them, and probably it's one that people don't think of that often, but it's pretty cheesy. Two Less Lonely People in the World.
Yeah, that's about as bad as it
And
is.
he sits there and laughs at me.
Yeah, but hey, I love it too. But I mean, I like other songs by them better, like
Yeah.
Making Love and Nothing at All. And,
Sure.
You know, I just learned this the other day. I believe Rick Derringer played the guitar solo on Making Love and
Oh,
Nothing
wow,
at All.
see, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love Lost in Love.
Lost in Love is great.
Even the Nights Are Better. It's a good band, man. If
It
you
really
you
is,
just
yeah.
wanna, drink a little wine and
Yeah.
and not be around any other humans because they're going to think you're stupid. Listen to Air Supply.
I don't care. I'll be there.
I don't either. All right. Robbie Neville, C'est La Vie. One of my favorite songs from the 80s.
Yeah.
And it definitely fits this list in my
Yeah, we did our 80s episode not that long ago, and
Yeah.
I really hadn't listened to that song much in recent years, but we did that, and you named it, and I listened to it again, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of, it's very poppy cheese, but I still like it.
Yeah, it grooves,
Yeah.
And in a similar way to like Your Woman by Whitetown. It's just got that constant bass groove thing happening. I love it.
Totally, yeah. All right. Okay, so we're getting near the end of our list.
Yes, we
My
are.
second to last pick is one that I did a 30-day challenge on Facebook. This was like 10 years ago, where you had to name a song for like some different category. And one of the categories was name a song that others would never expect you to like. And this was my choice. By Mr. George Strait, Amarillo by Morning.
Great choice, man.
I love that song.
Yeah, the early George Strait stuff through the 80s, I loved it, man. And I
Yeah.
like that era of country. I'm not ashamed to say that.
Yeah.
He had songs like Unwound. I love that song, but that's a great choice, man.
Yeah,
That's
thanks,
a
man.
really,
Yeah.
really good choice. All right, well, my number two, I labored over this because there's so many cheesy songs by her that I like, quite frankly. And I know you don't like this one as much as some of the others, so let's get that out of the way. But
Okay,
this
all right.
is my favorite cheesy song by her, Madonna and Cherish.
That's pretty cheesy, yeah.
It
That's
is.
probably one of my least favorite songs. by
Yeah,
her.
I just love the music to it.
Yeah.
I just love the atmosphere. I even love the video. I thought the video just fit the song so well.
Yeah.
And that's my number two, I guess.
Okay, so I have saved the best for last. And no, it's not what's her
Vanessa
name?
Williams.
It's not Vanessa Williams.
Yeah.
But it is another female, and saw her live in concert just before the pandemic hit.
I know who this is.
Yeah, I can't help it. There's something about her voice that I really, really love. It just draws me in. And I'm not ashamed
Checking his temperature.
to call myself, yes, I was at a concert. I went to see her live.
Yeah.
Miss Celine Dion.
I knew.
I don't care what you think. I don't care. But my favorite song is It's All Coming Back to Me Now. Now, yes, it was pretty much the same song as
Making Love Out of Nothing
Making
at All.
Love Out of Nothing at All.
Written by
the
James Diamond.
Same one as...
Same writer.
Bonnie Tyler.
Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Thank you very much. I don't know why I was blanking on that.
And if I had to pick one song by her, that would be the one I would pick.
Yeah.
Because I'm a huge Steinman fan.
Yeah. Out of those 3 songs, I actually like her version the most.
Really?
Yeah. Even better than Total Eclipse of the Heart, which I still really love. But I
That's saying something, yeah.
I like the Celine Dion song, the version of that structured song, much better.
Honestly, I got no problem with that, pal.
All right.
That's a really
well,
good
I
choice.
appreciate you saying that.
Well, it's funny. I had, I just mentioned Madonna. I've got another woman at the top of my list.
Okay, all right.
And I will never get tired of this song. It's from the 70s, and I love her voice. And the older I've gotten, the more I appreciate her, not only as a person, as a performer, as a singer, and just the respect she has. Just absolutely crazy. And I'm talking about Miss Dolly Parton and Here You Come Again.
It's a great song. See, I left her off of my list because of the respect she's garnered in recent years.
Yeah.
A lot of people have really delved deep and rediscovered her music and how
and
great
a hell of a writer.
Not only a great talent, but a fantastic person as well.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get any better than her, man.
So, yeah. I can't agree. That's a fantastic song.
All right. Well, this was fun.
Yeah, yeah. There's our list. We're not too embarrassed or ashamed because we don't care. We love this stuff.
Love it.
Yeah, guilty pleasures.
And drop your guilty pleasures in there. This list could have went on for 500 songs. Probably.
Oh, totally. Yeah. So drop in the comments what you're embarrassed. If you feel like sharing, if you want to open up to us in that way. And of course, once again, drop a like if you liked our list.
Yeah.
And if you didn't, that's what the comment section's for. Let us know.
Exactly.
All right. So let's play some trivia.
Let's do it.
All right, so we've decided to switch up our random topic a little bit. For this season, we're going to just play trivia because that was always my favorite thing to do was to test our knowledge.
Same here.
Yeah, so we found this little game. Darren actually found it.
Yeah.
Called Name That Tune.
Which we've never played it, by the way.
We've never played it. We've saved it for our episodes here. And it came with a DVD. Where you can actually name that song, do video trivia and all that kind of things.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, we're going to play Name That Group. And what it does is it shows on screen a music video from a group from the 80s, and you have to name who the group is.
So we're going to go back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay.
And to avoid copyright problems and all that sort of thing, we're going to keep it muted. So we're going to try to guess. We're going to name this band
just by
on
visual
sight alone, which I think is more of a challenge anyway.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So roughly every other episode, this is what we're going to be doing.
I may not be real good at this game, but we'll find out.
Maybe not. Yeah, I watched a lot more MTV than you did in the 80s.
Yes,
so
you did.
So we're not necessarily competing. We're going to kind of collaborate on this.
Okay.
So we're gonna do 3 of these.
Okay.
Yeah, because some of these can be really stupid easy. So we're gonna at least find hopefully one will be a challenge in here. So let's play it. Okay?
I'll do my best.
All right. So I'm gonna get this guess.
I tell you what, don't say it, and when you think you know who it is, and I'll say that I think I know who it is or whatever, then we'll reveal it.
All right. And is this Duran Duran?
Yes, it is.
This is Rio by Duran. Well, that was easy.
Yeah, that couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah. I remember seeing this video.
Hot.
I got to say that this video was definitely in the category of as a teenager. It was definitely visual stimulation.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. So Duran Duran, Rio. All right, ready for the second video?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Name that group. Oh, Culture Club.
Yeah.
Once again,
this is not challenging so far.
No. Do you really want to hurt me? Yeah, these are so far very, very easy.
And by the way, I love that song. That would have been a good guilty pleasure. Isn't it funny how these work?
That would have been, yeah. So, okay.
If I would have thought of that, I would have put that on my list.
Yeah.
All right, are we ready for number 3?
Let's do it. All right.
We'll get stumped at the end here at the finish line.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, this is a little more challenging.
Yeah. I mean, it almost looks like the Outfield, but I know that's not them.
No. That's funny. That was my first thought, too, but there's a woman in there.
Yeah, the first... I'm a little stumped on this one.
I'm gonna say that I would know. Wawa
Nee.
sugar free.
There you go.
That was the sugar free video.
Yeah. Now see, that one was a little more challenging. So I'm glad we're doing 3 of these.
Yeah.
All right.
So we were 2 for 3.
2 for 3. Not bad.
Wawa Nee 2 for 3.
All right. So there you go, guys. Appreciate you joining us.
Absolutely.
Once again, like the video if you like what you see here.
Yeah.
And come back soon. We'll have another video coming up. So take care.
All right.